Our walking tour of Rome was marked by rain and cool temperatures, but in spite of these conditions, we were able to capture pictures and video clips for our travelogue. The first stop was at Piazza Navona, built on the site of the Stadium of Domitian in 1st century AD, and follows the form of the open space of the stadium. Piazza Navona, Oil on Canvas by Caspar van Wittel. The Piazza Navona was transformed into a highly significant example of Baroque Roman architecture and art during the pontificate of Innocent X, whose family palace, the Palazzo Pamphili, faced the piazza. Because of the pouring rain, we decided to visit the beautiful church of Saint Agnes in Agone first, a 17th century Baroque church that faces onto the Piazza Navona, the site where the early Christian Saint Agnes was martyred in the ancient Stadium of Domitian. The stucco decorations in the niches as semi-domes with angels representing the symbols of the respective saint are by Ferrata's workshop. The main altar relief depicting the Holy Family was created by Domenico Guidi in 1676. All the other altars in the church are dedicated to martyrs with reliefs or statues depicting the circumstances of their deaths. There are 4 altars in the pillars with reliefs, highly unusually set in semicircular niches. The Death of Saint Alexius by Giovanni Francesco Rossi. The Martyrdom of Saint Emeritana by Ercole Ferrata. The Death of Saint Cecilia by Antonio Raggi. And the Martyrdom of Saint Eustace by Melchiorre Caffa. Ferrata is responsible for the side altar depicting Saint Agnes on the pyre, one of his best works. The much later opposite side altar of Saint Sebastian by Paolo Campi dates from 1717-1719 and also boasts 2 marble angels by his master Pierre Legros, which might well be Legros's very last works. The shrine of Saint Agnes containing her skull. The tomb monument of Pope Innocent X, originally planned on a grand scale, turned into a much more modest monument by Giovanni Battista Maini and was erected in the church above the main entrance in 1729. The dome's frescoes depict the Assumption of Mary, and the pendentives were painted with the cardinal virtues prudence, justice, temperance and courage. In the center of the Piazza Navona stands the famous Fontana dei Quattro Fiumi, or Fountain of the Four Rivers, 1651, by Gian Lorenzo Bernini, topped by the obelisk of Domitian, brought here in pieces from the Circus of Maxentius. The base of the fountain is a basin from the center of which travertine rocks rise to support 4 river gods, and above them an ancient Egyptian obelisk surmounted with the Pamphili family emblem of a dove with an olive twig. 4 colossal figures sit in contrasting poses, personifying the big rivers of the 4 continents as follows: the Nile, with a lion and a palm, symbolizing Africa, while the blindfolded eyes indicate that its springs were still unknown. Rio de la Plata, with silver coins to symbolize the silvery waters representing the Americas. The Ganges, representing Asia, with a long oar to indicate the river's navigability. The Danube, with the horse and the flowers to recall the fertile Danubian plains, representing Europe. Also adorning the famous fountain is Pope Innocent X coat of arms. Piazza Navona has 2 additional fountains. At the southern end is the Fontana del Moro, with a basin and 4 tritons, sculpted by Giacomo della Porta, 1575, to which in 1673 Bernini added a statue of a Moor or African wrestling with a dolphin. And at the northern end is the Fountain of Neptune, 1574, created by Giacomo della Porta. The statue of Neptune in the northern fountain, the work of Antonio della Vita, was added in 1878 to make that fountain more symmetrical with La Fontana del Moro in the south.